New in RVA, the podcast, brought to you by 12 on Your Side, has the latest and greatest the city of Richmond and its surrounding areas have to offer wherever you listen. We give updates on newly opened businesses and restaurants, as well as upcoming events and fun activities happening month to month. So sit back and hang out with Jessica Redwood and me, Samantha McGranahan, as we help you look good when you talk to your friends, because you're in the know with what's new in RVA. So we kind of came up with this, a year and a half ago?
Yeah, it's almost 2 years now.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? Started in March.
Yeah, we started in March 2024. Yeah, something like that. We'd have to look back. Yeah, we came up with this after the pandemic hit. A lot of places closed.
Definitely came up with this after the pandemic. And I originally had like a obsession with restaurants for the longest time, and I started like a Instagram page a while back called Bad and Foodie.
Yep.
And it's still alive, but I don't have anything on it because a lot of the restaurants that I put on that page, they're closed now because the pandemic basically closed all the restaurants that were my favorites. So I basically had to delete all of the content that I had on that page, and I called it Bad and Foodie. It was just I just loved it. After the pandemic, I was just like, where are the new places?
Yeah.
One of my favorite restaurants, Comfort. Anybody who's lived in Richmond for a while knows Comfort.
Yeah.
And that was like one of my favorites. That closed. And I was just heartbroken. Obsessed with their banana pudding. Everybody who went to Comfort knows that their banana pudding was top tier.
And then those people went on and moved on.
Yeah, they moved on, opened other restaurants. Yeah, so they kind of separated. I'm not sure what group of people that was, but they were amazing, and they really made some really good food in Comfort. The catfish was just to die for. I mourn the fact that I don't have that food anymore.
Yeah.
But that's where What's New RVA was birthed from.
Yeah.
The sadness of not having those beautiful, delicious restaurants around, and wanted to know what was new in the city.
Yeah.
After the lockdown, right?
After places started opening up and taking in like actual customers
again. We had a lot of people moving from out of town.
Yeah, and moving into
and
town.
And out. Yeah,
moving into town and like opening up spots.
Exactly.
We've also talked to like people who have lived here their whole lives. You and I have lived here our whole lives. So yeah, we've seen the city expand and contract and expand again.
Exactly.
A billion times over.
Especially with VCU and the city. Oh my God. I remember when Richmond was just a hollow town, and now it's like VCU city, it's not even Richmond,
college
it's just
city.
VCU.
Yep. Yeah. And we were working at 12. Well, you started a little after I did.
Yeah, I started working at Channel 12. I will say
because you were
again. Yeah. I started working at Channel 12 like 7-8 years ago. Then I came back here, and that's when we're here.
Yeah.
After the pandemic, I came here after the pandemic. So yeah.
I was hired on right after college when I graduated in 2022.
Nice.
Yeah. And I think you and I both were kind of like, you talk about the regular daily news, the doom and gloom, and sometimes you talk about really good things, but there wasn't necessarily a place to talk about there's Richmond Biz Sense. Also, other news stations will do one-off stories about like new businesses that are opening, especially interesting ones, but there was not a set like, here's what's new that's opened in the city, places you can visit. Biz Sense will do the one-off story.
Exactly.
And that's great, that's important, but like kind of following up with these people, talking in depth with them, having the kind of compilation of, all right, here's these new spots in the city that I think you'd want to try out. Business owners have been really receptive to it.
They have.
Yeah,
definitely.
They really like us. And I think we just noticed that there needed to be a specific
location for all things new in Richmond.
Yeah.
And in addition to like businesses and restaurants, we also cover events that are coming into the city, and
new and old.
New and old.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Broadway to come back because I want to start looking into interviewing some of the actors on Broadway,
really cool,
so that we can kind of get like some exclusive interviews with some of the stars. Dominion Energy Center also has a lot of performances throughout the year too. So at some point we'll be able to speak with some of them as well.
Yeah.
And that'll be really exciting to look forward to. In addition to like the restaurants and the businesses, the things like that, What do you like most about Richmond, or like the newer things in Richmond?
I like that it really is a diverse city. People don't think about that a lot. You and I are both born and raised here. I grew up South Richmond, North Chesterfield area, that kind of area. Was very familiar with that area. You know, of course, going into the city, I went to VCU, so that is Richmond at this point.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I like how diverse it is. I like how, in my experience, everyone's really friendly. Could know a stranger on the street, but also like they aren't much of a stranger. You know? It gives vibes of hustle bustle sometimes, but also still that Southern politeness. You know.
Yeah.
I know people don't consider Richmond the South sometimes, which I think is funny.
Which is very funny because I mean we are the capital of the Confederacy, so
former capital of the Confederacy,
former capital of the Confederacy. Yeah, there is no more Confederacy, but that I think that is strange. But I do like you said, the diversity. There has been in the past few years so many ethnic restaurants that have popped up in the city. There's this newer one that I do want to try because I've never had African cuisine. And it's this new place. I believe they're in the Azalea Shopping Center. I don't want to say Azalea Shopping Center, but it's like right off of Baroque Road. And it's like a Food Lion in the shopping center. Yeah. And it's called Lizzie's African Cuisine. And I've never had African. I did look at the menu. Everything looks like about $18 and up, which is a little pricey, but I don't mind it if it's like really good food. Yeah. So I want to go there and try some fufu and igusi, and I'll, show that to everybody to see, like, how they like that, or I just like to try different things, but I've never tried the African, and I've seen that on TikTok and Instagram, and it looks really good. So I'm just interested in trying that. But I do see a lot of like Vietnamese restaurants. You went to one recently. Yeah, that one was really good. What was the name of that one? Ricefield. Yeah, that one's right off. If you're going on Midlothian Turnpike towards South Richmond, there's a little shopping center, the Stonebridge Shopping Center on your right that has the Kroger and everything. Oh yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about. Okay. Yeah, and so in that little center, there's a few restaurants. There's an Indian restaurant, and then a couple. I think literally down that same shopping center is Ricefield. I love and Indian they were food. Yeah, I love Indian food. Vietnamese. The pho you had looked so the pho good. Was so good. It was quite literally like probably the best I've ever had. Really? Yeah. It looked amazing. And I really appreciate it because I don't eat meat, but they had a ton of like actual vegetables in there. Ooh. And like fried tofu and all of it. And the broth was really good. Was it salty? Because sometimes pho can be a little salty. In my experience, I've had it and it's been like a little salty. This one wasn't too salty at all. Okay. It was really flavorful. Oh, good. Yeah, it was really flavorful for sure. I really liked it a lot. Yeah, and you grew up more in the area, I will say Henrico. So I actually grew up in like the Henrico area, right on like the Richmond Henrico line. I went to Henrico High School, so like right up the street from John Marshall and like in that whole little area. So I've lived in the city of Richmond my whole life, and I went to Virginia State, graduated in 2014. And we had some really good food places out there too. I remember McGranahan. And at Virginia State in Petersburg. Okay, yeah. There's a lot of good spaces, places out there too. There is this one place, and for anybody who goes to Virginia State, who has ever been to Virginia State, you know about Ettrick Deli. Ettrick Deli is so good. Now, mind you, it's just like a little mom and pop shop, like just a local restaurant, but the food is just amazing. Like the locals who make the food in the kitchen, they're amazing. Usually it's just like somebody's grandmother, auntie, mom, cousin, or I'm not sure who, but they have it down packed, and the food is always consistently good. Like they have this pasta salad that I get on a consistent basis. It's delicious. Well, I don't know what they're using, but it's just amazing. So if you are ever in Virginia State's area or in Petersburg, I would strongly suggest stop buying a Ettrick Deli because it was very good. But there's a lot of, not even just in Richmond, but there's just a lot in the surrounding counties and everything. And everywhere, yeah. Just like even going down like Jefferson Davis Highway and Chesterfield. Yeah. Oh my God. Those restaurants out there are so good. So many Mexican restaurants out there, and it's all like authentic, just the real deal. Like it's so good. Have you always been someone that likes to try new places? Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. I've always loved to try new spots. Like I said, I'm can't wait to try Lizzie's African cuisine. That's coming up soon. I will be trying that soon. But I like to also try stuff that, that isn't always something that, hasn't been tried, but something that's like
those like hidden gems kind of hole in the wall, like where people like wouldn't think to look for it.
Exactly. Like granted, like, Chinese food is Chinese food. You've had Chinese food, but sometimes I like to go to restaurants that I haven't tried before too.
Just to
like
see.
Recently, not even just like restaurants too. I
like
recently,
different businesses even,
but not even just businesses either. I recently tried something so weird because I'm like a DiGiorno girl with like frozen pizza. I'm a DiGiorno girl, but that one day I was like, you know what? I don't want DiGiorno. I want to try like the Screaming Sicilian. So I got the Screaming Sicilian pizza, and my God, is it the best frozen pizza in the market?
It's so good.
I think it's so good. Like I just like to try things like that because it's like you're so used to one thing, but then you want to step out the box and try a different brand or a different flavor.
You're a fan of like expanding your palate.
Expanding the palate to make sure that you're not missing anything. Like I would have never guessed that pizza was so good. Like the sauce was top tier. And I mean, the crust wasn't super thick either. It didn't overpower the flavor of the pizza. It didn't taste frozen. I mean, I'm telling everybody I know that Screaming Sicilian is the way to go.
I know, and that's kind of I mean,
I'm sorry, Red Baron and DiGiorno. Please don't beat me up, but I have to go with the Screaming Sicilian. I mean, it's good.
I get it.
And I've never heard anybody say, hey, this is good. So I've never been like open to try it, but that's something that I'm going to broadcast.
I know, I get that.
That pizza is very good. So not even just restaurants. I like to try like different food in the grocery store too. Different recipes. Like recently I made like a seafood boil pasta. I wanted a seafood boil, but I also wanted noodles. So I just made like both, and it came out really good. So that's where like, what's new RVA is always about things that are new. It's not even just about like what's new in the city. It's just trying new things too.
Trying new things in general is definitely like it's a part of me too. I haven't eaten meat in almost 10 years. So
I don't know how you do it, girl. I gotta have me a steak.
I'm so surprised I've done it.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't eaten meat in almost 10 years, so I am always the very creative one ordering at restaurants. But my biggest compliment I ever got was, wow, you really know how to like, or like you know how to order at a restaurant. Like, wow, like I wouldn't even think to do it like that.
Right.
And fortunately with Richmond expanding and everything, there's a ton of new vegetarian, vegan places I can try.
Yes.
And I'm always looking for cool new food. I particularly love locally owned places. The big reason I got into journalism is because I like to get to know people. And I think what's new gives us a spot to kind of get the chance to talk to people about things they're passionate about locally and what they like about being in the city. Because, people are coming here every day.
Oh, yeah.
People are moving here every day.
And a lot from California specifically, too.
California, family that just moved from Tennessee out here. I had family that just moved from London, I think.
Wow. That's far.
So there's a lot of family that's kind of coming here and moving here, and not even just family, but people coming here to open their businesses.
And I've been told that a lot of people like the local business atmosphere that Richmond offers. It's not so many brands.
Very encouraged. You're very encouraged to open
your own
here.
business. And small businesses are really supported here, and that's another reason why we wanted to create What's New RVA, just to make sure that small businesses are getting the recognition that they deserve. I know a lot of businesses opened during the pandemic that were never open before the pandemic. So I don't know what happened during that time period, but a lot of people were inspired to just open their business and start their business up. And I mean, I definitely wanted to put a spotlight on those businesses to help them flourish and succeed in the city. And they've gotten a lot of good support. We are a very local heavy city, so anybody who opens a business in the city tends to do pretty well, which is really good.
If you have a good business plan out here, you're gonna find your people for
successful.
It. There's also a ton of niches to fill. Like I said earlier, like Richmond is so diverse that you're able to kind of fill niches wherever.
Exactly. Very artsy too. Very artsy, very eccentric. We love art. We just love the drama of it all. Like we also like entertainment too. Like, so anybody who comes and who's able to entertain the masses, we love it.
Yeah. We've been doing this for a year and a half.
Yep.
We've talked to a lot of local businesses in particular. Do you have a favorite?
So one of my favorites has to be probably, I want to say, Le Cachet du Set.
Oh,
and
yes.
I'll say that because still to this day, I haven't had such a good cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't even want coffee, and that's the thing. I'm not a coffee drinker. I'm a tea drinker. I like tea. But that coffee he gave me that day was the best cup of coffee I've ever had in my life. Better than Starbucks.
I'm a big coffee drinker. I love coffee. I don't think I've gone to a Starbucks. Well, especially because of this, because, a lot of the places that are opening up are
coffee shops. Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked to what? 5? Maybe?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. And with LCD, it's a coffee and record shop, which I think is really cool.
Definitely.
And a really cool spin on that concept because, you can just have like coffee shops and, there's a lot of coffee shops.
But you can also buy a record.
I know.
You can also buy a record.
You can sip on your latte while going through records
and
shop.
Yes, I love that.
It was a really good, I thought that was a really smart business model. Patrick, who owns it, like he was working in the music industry, and so he's very
knowledgeable about music. But it was
coffee.
And you know what? It's crazy because he said he had just bought that coffee machine, and he said he didn't even really know how to work it when he bought it.
He just figured it out.
Yeah, he just figured it out. And I mean, the best coffee I have ever had. And as a matter of fact, I have to go back and get some more because it was just that good. I just couldn't believe how delicious it was. And I'm not sure if that machine was freshly cleaned or what it was going on, but it was just very good. Very, very good. Yeah. But I definitely like that one. But what was your favorite?
Ooh, that's really hard. I think one of our most recent ones that we did, Serena Head Spa.
Yes. And you know what? I kind of knew you were going to say that one because that was an experience.
It really was. Yeah, they were nice enough to give me a little mini service so we could see how it works.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. And it was so relaxing. And it's in the middle of Choco. It's like right next to Shanae's.
Yeah.
So like in the middle of Choco Bottom.
Yeah. It's a little difficult to find, when you're looking for it. But once you are in there, it's nice. Like they really have it laid out. And they're expanding apparently. They're gonna open up. They're going to take over the entire floor of that building. I believe it's a second floor of the building. Yeah,
second floor of the building,
And they're going to have like mayonnaise and petties. And I mean, Sam, I was a little jealous. You were like looking like you were just having the time of your life.
I know. Well, they invited us back, so let's do it again.
Right?
let's have them pay for you that time.
I know, right?
We'll do that.
Yeah, that would be fun. And then what did they have? Like the massaging tables? The tables actually massaged you while you were getting your hair washed?
Yes.
That is next level.
It was like heated, and they also had a weighted blanket on top.
See, that is just next level. Like at this point, you were living in the future.
Oh no, literally.
Because at what point do you get your hair washed and your whole body massaged by the table?
Yeah. At what point, when do you get your hair washed just laying straight down?
Exactly. That's premium.
I know.
Premium service right there.
It was incredible. And then they were talking about like, and because they just did it real quick.
Yeah.
But they were talking about, and then while we're letting hair masks sit or whatever, we'll like massage you.
Yeah.
Like, oh
I'm telling you, that's worth the money. It's worth the money if you're looking for like a mommy treat, mommy's day, or girl's day, or bachelorette party, or anything like that. That's a good spot to go to. Yeah. And it was very aesthetically pleasing in there too. It was just very beautiful and smelled good. I just felt really
sometimes
comfortable.
Sometimes when I go into spas, it feels more like a medical office.
Yeah.
But this place, it was like,
this one was very serene.
Very serene. And I guess that's why it's called Serena.
Yes. That makes sense.
Yeah. And the owners were really lovely there too.
They were.
Yeah. One of my favorites was also Cafia Cafe.
Cafia Cafe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cafia Cafe was really good.
Yeah.
I did like their coffee as well.
Yeah.
It just wasn't as sweet for me. I like sweet coffee, but they said they don't use any syrup.
Yeah, no, they use like
natural
creams.
Yeah. Cane sugar, I think it was.
Yes,
yeah.
So they don't make a point.
It was more health conscious, but it was definitely good. But I did try the basically halal
next door.
Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
It's owned by the same guy who
Owned by the same people.
Kefia, yeah.
The best hummus that I've ever had.
Oh my gosh.
I
I've gone back all the time for
went and bought some more olive oil from the Petra Halal.
Oh yeah.
So mind you, okay, yes. So let's say this, and I hate to say it, but I'm gonna have to say it and put it out there. But Petra Halal has some really good olive oil, and I hate to say it because it's only $14. And it's a good portion of it. And I just know that everybody's going to run out and buy this olive oil to where I'm not going to have a chance to get any more. So that's why I'm hating to say it. But it's such good olive oil. I mean, the quality of that olive oil is top tier.
Everyone there cares a lot about their ingredients.
Very much so.
About food.
Very much so.
Yeah. And I think that's a big reason why I like doing this. I like going out and talking to these people because they're passionate about what they do.
Yeah.
You know, they're passionate about giving back to the city in some way too, as business owners.
Yes, and all of it was halal. So I mean, like when I say this olive oil is good stuff, it's good. I can literally taste the olives. Like I can't taste that in the store bought olive oil. So I would encourage everybody to go get the olive oil from there. And it was only $14 for a nice size container. It wasn't huge like the gallon size one we saw, but it was like, you know, pretty good size.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I would encourage everybody to go there. They even had like beef patties in there, like halal beef patties, chicken tenders, anything that you would buy at a normal grocery store, you can buy at Petra Halal, and it might be cheaper.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start shopping there because
the way Kroger. I do want to talk about Mugshot real quick though, because that place was so funny.
It was hilarious.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Mugshot Coffee is off Courthouse Road. Yeah, in Chesterfield, off Whole Street and Courthouse, and this little shopping center that very much to me, if you aren't paying attention, like if you're just driving straight on Courthouse, you'll miss it. You
would definitely miss it. Yeah.
But when you get in there, it's all orange. It is super cute. It is really cute.
A nice open space too. Oh yeah, very big open space. If you're hosting like a large book gathering or a book club or something,
I saw they've been doing trivia nights and stuff too.
Yes, that's a good spot to go to.
And the owner started that because he was very passionate about coffee. Yeah, and you know the mugshot mugs.
The mugshot mugs. He had actual mugs that had like you could take a actual mugshot there, and they would print it out and put it on the mug.
They have the hype board. Cute. They have they take your picture on there, and then they print it off on a mug, and then I got my mom one for her birthday. Me and my sister.
Oh my god, that is too cute.
They loved it.
I know she loved it.
Oh yeah, it was very cute.
And what did they have? The Krisuki?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about that because you had it, but I didn't have it.
So good. So it is like a little mini croissant with like a chocolate chip cookie kind of like pressed into it and baked on top.
How did they do that though? Because I'm thinking that they would have burned the cookie.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Or burnt the croissant at some point.
I know.
Oh man,
I don't know how they cook it. I don't know how they.
You have it with like milk.
I had it with like a latte coffee because you know I love coffee. Yeah. I like their coffee a lot too because a lot of times coffee is a really bitter aftertaste. This one does not.
Really,
which I really like a lot. Yeah, it's really tasty. It's pretty sweet too. And I love the concept of it being a mugshot. Be like they call it mugshot.
A mugshot coffee,
a shot of espresso, but then also playing into this sort of mugshot.
Exactly, and really it's funny. A mug. You're drinking coffee out of a mug, so it's a cute little concept.
And the owner was great too. He was.
Yeah,
a great.
Really was.
Or he got in trouble when he was struggling with alcoholism, and he was like, "So I've had my mugshot taken a few times."
And that's how he came up with the concept.
Yeah, and he was like, "I might as well lean into it," which I get.
It's crazy
because he can kind of laugh at himself, and you know that's kind of what you have to do, I think.
That's all we got for you this time. Be sure to send us any suggestions of new places you think we should check out, and if something we talked about has you interested. Also, visit us at 12onyourside.com and search What's New in RVA in the search bar. We look forward to being online and on air next month with the newest edition of What's New in RVA. And we'll be back in your ears whenever you get your podcast in the next couple of weeks. Thanks for listening. I'm Jessica Redwood.
And I'm Samantha McGranahan.
We hope to see you back for more next time.